into the self-promotion too, and I gave the example with the CNN and New York Times. If you want to grow your own brand or for your business to help generate more business, this gets at the PR side of things, but get sourced a lot. It's great. I love every day having an interview. I don't care what blog it's for. You know, I've worked with clients before who have said no because they didn't view a blog as important, a certain blog as important as another one, and they turned down an interview. You know, I do them all. It's important, and it for many reasons. Even if you get into search engine optimization and links coming into your blog, all that good stuff. But just a few tips you can use if you haven't signed up for Help a Reporter Out. You're not a PR person. Do it. It's run by my friend Peter Shakeman. He sends an email 3 times a day with media, national media, local media, who are looking for sources. So if you're an expert at something or you work somewhere, you will find opportunities. I have landed so many opportunities out of finding a pitch. You can also follow them on Twitter, Help a Reporter. They send all urgent media queries through that account. Follow journalists online. I'm not saying pitch journalists online. Follow journalists online with the intent to either learn from them, engage with them. If you are a PR person and you're pitching, I do this before every single pitch. If they're on Twitter, because it's in my media database that I've researched and crafted, I go check to see what the last few things they tweeted were, and I'll reference it in my pitch to them so they know that I'm watching what they're doing, and just making it a bit more personal. Identify story opportunities where you are the best source and pitch them. One of the ways that I started doing this, because you might think, well, how does this apply to social media? Sometimes, not all the time, but if you look at the top trending topics on Twitter, and you can now change location, you can identify a trend emerging or a national trend already existing where you can then localize a story. And by localizing, I'm talking about going after your local print, radio, TV stations. But that is one of my daily routines, is checking national trends to see if they apply to myself or one of my clients to find a story. And a bonus, and this is a client, and you don't have to use this, but Pitch Engine, I was using Pitch Engine before they were a client, but if you're writing a press release, go post it out on Pitch Engine and look for other ways to socialize your press release and include videos, links, pictures, create a Twitter pitch, give people an opportunity to engage. And I won't get on my PR preachy box right now, but when you are writing your release, write for the consumer and the media. It would be really appreciated. Okay, so remember I said it's going to get engaging. So if I haven't put you to sleep yet and you are still interested, you'll notice I gave you 8 things to help you stand out online. I'd like to believe this is a room full of smart, savvy people, and as I've mentioned things, someone in here has gone, oh yeah, but, or that made me think of, so I want you guys to determine number 9. And I love it when people are giving their ideas, if everyone else tweets them so we can get them compiled online. That's one of my favorite things. So there's no bad answer. Oh good, we already have someone that I have to fill. Okay, so how else can people stand out online? Teach me.
I think one reason that I follow people other than just their unique content is the way they aggregate content from the rest of the internet.
Love it.
So like the next big thing might be actually aggregation and relevance. So one way I think people will differentiate themselves that I really enjoy following is just by identifying all the other good content on the internet and sharing it when it's relevant.
I love that example, and I'm all about aggregation and finding relevant information. I do this in a few ways. One is through a daily e-blast to PR people called Comments, COMMENTZ. You can find it on my blog. The other thing is I'm working on creating news feeds that are relevant to different areas. I just created one. You probably don't want to follow it yet because the bugs aren't out, but it's New Media Feed, where it's everything related to new media. It retweets people like Jeremiah or Chris, and it's launching more soon. So more ideas. I know you've got them. Garden nude. I will. I don't even garden.
I think I would say take it offline, because I know there's a lot of folks in here that I've met in person, and their Twitter feed may not be the most relevant, but then they say that one thing, and I know they have it in them because I've met them offline.
Love it. So, and that is inherent in everything I'm talking about. So we're building relationships, we're getting people to the site, but ultimately for my business, I want to get that one-on-one. So I want to talk to them on the phone, or even if it's a Skype video chat, or if we can meet at an event or like a tweet up. I mean, ultimately that's where the magic happens. More ideas.
One idea is, since online news, you find news everywhere, and it's a commodity. To stand out online, an idea that you can apply thought and how to translate this commoditized news. So anything that is an announcement, and then translating it for people in terms of how it applies to them in their industry, always helps, because then they'll get their daily consumption, whether it be through CNN, and then they'll turn to the people who actually can make layman's sense of how it actually applies to them in their industry. Anytime you can make it niche and say, all right, this is a general Facebook announcement, but this is how it applies to the human resource industry.
Love it. Oh my God, that's a beautiful example. More people to share. Okay, this side of the room is really kicking your butt. This side.
We got two over here, and then I'll come back.
Okay.
Hey, Sarah, you kind of alluded to this, but taking the relationships from Twitter, taking them to Skype,